Hey guys, so welcome back to Danganronpa 2. Goodbye, despair. We're nearing the end, I can feel, and I've had a sudden revelation. It always happens as soon as I turn off this game and I start thinking about it. Goes to show that I think about this game way too much. Anyways, I have a feeling the trial is close, so I'll divulge all my theories in trial prep. For now, let's leave this place. We just spoke with Alter Ego, and it appears to have been Makoto. My gut was right.
I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in?
That sounds so familiar, doesn't it?
It's time for the long-awaited graduation exam. Please enter the red door located on the first floor of Hope's Peak Academy. See you soon.
See, some of that sounded new and some of it sounded old, depending on the audio quality. A red door, huh? It's just a waste of time thinking about what this all means right now. For now, I need to finish this. I need to just focus on that. There it is. The all too familiar red door. I wonder how it's all gonna look. He means this red door, right? Do I just have to go in here? If I do that, will this be finished? Gah! Where are we? Okay, I'm moving. I just can only move up or down. Or look up and down, sorry. I can run. But I feel like we should just walk. Where the heck? I can't even turn around. Looks like everything's converging. All the numbers, all this binary. Is this the light of hope or light of despair? Let's go, let's go, let's go! Class Trial Ground 1. Huh? This place?
Yo!
Looks like everyone's here.
Damn right.
It seems that this is going to be the final place.
However...
This place is... Is this a trial field? But why is it a trial field? I'm pretty sure you said ground last time, though. It sure looks like a trial ground, but the vibe is way different from the one before. We've been here before, right? Yeah. This should be the place that the door at the ancient ruins leads to.
Hey.
Huh? It seems pretty strange that we've been in that other building up till now.
Damn it.
It's like we're dreaming or something. Yeah. If this is a dream, then this, too, is very...
Welcome!
So, you finally arrived! Congratulations! You guys are the first ones to ever beat this game! After stopping by Hope's Peak Academy, you finally come back to this place. To the graduation exam site within the ancient ruins of Jabberwock Island. You can give it a fancy name like graduation exam site, but it's no different than the trial ground from before.
Stupid fool!
From before.
Phew.
This trial field actually inspired the one from before. So in a way, this place is the original.
Hey, hey!
Who cares? This graduation exam means we can finally go home, right?
Of course!
If that's what you guys decide.
Huh?
And if we have to decide, what do we have to do?
Now then!
Please take a look at the LCD touch panel built into your seats. Compared to the other trials, the rules are much simpler this time.
Yes, indeed!
There are two options, graduate and repeat, right? You just have to choose one of them and press it. All of you will cast your vote, and whichever one has the majority will be considered your final decision. If you don't press either of them, it'll be treated as an absence and will not be counted.
In other words...
Which means everyone who has died up till now will have their votes treated as absences.
Then...
The result is based on our majority vote. There is only 5 of us, so there's gonna be no tie here. If graduate is chosen by a majority vote, from there, an event that's kinda like a graduation ceremony called the graduation program will begin. Even if we do this stupid majority vote, the result is already pretty damn obvious. Come on, let's move this along. We can press it now, right?
No, no, no!
You can't do that yet. I mean, your resolve hasn't firmed yet, right? Your will to be swept away by society's harsh current.
Shut up! Shut up!
Who the hell cares? I'm gonna press it.
What's this?
My, which of your orifices are you using to spew bile? To participate in the graduation exam, you need my final say as your teacher, you know. What? Does that mean it won't end with just a majority vote?
That's right!
After the vote, I'm going to judge every single one of you to see if it's okay for you to graduate or not.
Damn it!
So even if we vote, you're saying we won't graduate unless you acknowledge it?
Well...
I'm terribly sorry for being rude earlier.
No way!
But you don't have to worry. There's no way I won't acknowledge your graduations. This is merely a formality. I'm just doing it because that's how it has to be. He's doing it because that's how it has to be? It doesn't mean he can exert his will over everything. He too has a limit. That's why we're safe from him in the ancient ruins, right? Which is why Nagito ushered us in here. Is this what Alter Ego was talking about?
Anyway...
I wonder. Oh, I'll voice it all once we get to trial prep. I'm sure there is a trial prep, right? Anyway, even if you don't want to do it, you guys still need to do it to solve the mystery. Afterward, you cast your majority votes, and from there, we move on to the graduation program. But why do we even have to go through something so dumb? Well, that is... You said you were waiting for the main cast, right? Which means... You're just stalling for time, then. Who's the main cast? Oh, no need to worry about it. It has nothing to do with you guys.
That is...
There is no way it has nothing to do with us. We are the only ones who are involved, you know.
so annoying.
It doesn't matter if you're involved or not. You're just a bunch of chumps in the big picture. That's why it has nothing to do with you. Just perform your roles without complaining.
You pissed me off.
Hold on. What's with that chump comment?
I can't ignore that.
Not that it's important or anything, but make sure you turn off that toy.
I won't forgive you.
How dare you treat him like a toy?
What's this?
I did treat it like a toy. You got a problem with that? I created everything. You're actually picking a fight with me? I'm basically a god. Just how promising can you guys be? I guess this is just the nature of life. Fine then. Before you die, sear my power into your memories. What's he doing? This is at court prep. Hello world, hello world, hello world, hello world. That's all we get. Are you serious? 11-year-old's lunch order? What the heck is going on? Anyway, I don't think I can set any more skills. Like, I've got nothing to buy. I've got no more hope fragments, right? So, yeah, we're just gonna go straight to truth bullets here. Let's do it! I'm super excited. Here we go. Reserve Department, a department populated by reserve course students who took general entrance exams, in contrast to the main department, which recruited ultimate level students. Established to secure funds for Hope's Peak Academy. 2,357 students in the reserve department were infected by Junko's despair and committed mass suicide. There was only one survivor. Tragedy of Hope's Peak. Hope's Peak Academy invested all their resources to create Izuru Kamakura, the ultimate hope. Izuru was later involved in an incident in which he brutally murdered 13 members of the student council. Despite the Academy's efforts to conceal this incident, a certain someone took advantage of this incident to provoke the dissatisfied Reserve Department students into rising against the Academy. The tragedy, this hopeless event, was caused by a group known as the Ultimate Despair, and was responsible for completely destroying Hope's Peak Academy. Through their utter devotion to a certain person, they brainwashed the masses and filled countless people with despair. Ultimate Despair. This term was adopted by the group responsible for causing the tragedy, but in actuality, it originally referred to a certain female high school student named Junko Enoshima. However, Junko killed herself at the climax of the Killing School Life after she lost to the students of Hope's Peak Academy. That's right, she did. Killing School Life as part of the tragedy. Junko Enoshima forced the students of Hope's Peak Academy to kill each other, filmed their deeds with the school's surveillance cameras, and broadcasted it to the entire world. The Academy's survivors. According to the report from the Future Foundation, there are apparently 15 people who are known as the survivors of Hope's Peak Academy. It seems that all 15 survivors were safely taken in by the Future Foundation. Remnants of Despair. Even after Junko Enoshima's death, an influential group known as the Remnants of Despair still exists. Unless they are stopped, the tragedy will never end. List of subjects. Everyone's names are written under this list of subjects. This list is written on a clipped newspaper article. The article was about a woman who looked like a fully grown version of Hiyoko Saionji? What the heck is that all about? The Academy's founder, the placard on the portrait hanging in the office, said Hope's Peak Academy founder, Izuru Kamakura, the supposed ultimate hope. Hope Cultivation Plan. For many years, Hope's Peak Academy attempted to create true hope by consolidating the results of all their research. Email to Makoto Naegi. To Future Foundation 14th Division Makoto Naegi. Where are you guys? What are you doing right now? What you're doing is a serious act of treason. Do you understand? Why are you protecting the remnants of despair? It should be abundantly clear to you how dangerous it is to keep these people alive. Stay calm and think about this carefully. You guys are being lied to. Think carefully about what's important to bring the light of hope to the world. The 6 of you joined the Future Foundation because you agreed with our ideals, right? The Future Foundation rescued you from the tragedy you survived and helped you recover your memories. Immediately return the remnants of despair to our headquarters. Unless we eliminate them, the tragedy will never end. Everything is for the sake of a future filled with hope. It's such an interesting email, isn't it? Neo World Program created by the Future Foundation. It allows its subjects to experience a synthetic virtual world. It can replace memories formed in the real world with information contained in the synthetic virtual world. Therefore, it is possible to undo trauma sustained in the real world through the use of the virtual world. It was a program for creating hope, but it became filled with death and violence after the virus infected it. Observers. In the Neo World Program, 2 observers take on the role of teacher and student respectively. This was Chiaki and Monokuma. Or Usami, technically. An enormous amount of authority is given to the teacher observer, including the power to create rules within the program. 11037, the password to enter the ancient ruin. Even the teacher doesn't know it. For the person who set up this password, this number is very meaningful to them. This is kind of proof that it is Makoto, right? Shutdown sequence, a special command that can be used during the graduation exam. If you use this, you can override the observer and forcibly escape from the Neo World Program. Not even the teacher observer can prevent that. Future Foundation's origins. To combat the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, the graduates of Hope's Peak Academy were among the many who established the Future Foundation. And that's it. That's all our truth bullets. As for my theory, guess what? It all has to do with that email. That email to Makoto Naegi. What is he doing with the remnants of despair? Well, maybe he's trying to sort of rehabilitate them. Maybe they have suffered a severe trauma in terms of despair, and he stuck them in the Neo World Program so that they would hopefully return to their normal selves. That's what I think. That means we're all remnants of despair? Could it be? There's several clues pointing to this. I mean, remember Mikan, right? She had the remembering disease. She remembered that she was part of the ultimate despair. And that also explains Nagito's behavior once he found the files. He must have realized that we're not ultimate hope at all. We're all ultimate despair. And that's why he was unimpressed with us. And he suddenly turned his back on us and decided not to, sacrifice his life for us. That's why he wanted the traitor to win. That's everything. That's what I think. We're all ultimate despairs. Could it be? Really? I suppose we'll find out shortly. Here we go. Let's finish our preparations. This is the last class trial, right?
I did say I wanted you guys to know the outside world, but this is still a questionable starting topic. Let me ask you this. What is this world's true identity?
Huh? This world's true identity? What kind of question is that?
We're in the Neo World Program. There's no more pictures anymore, it's just us 5. This world's true identity? If I answer this, it will be true. And that lie will become the truth. But there's no way I can leave it unanswered. Oh, straight into Hangman's Gambit. I hope it's the easy version. Whoa. Okay, that's super fast. What the hell is this? Virtual. It's gotta be virtual. Whoa. Phew. Okay.
I got it!
Man, they're getting faster. He's starting off with a hangman's gambit rather than a debate.
This world. This Jabberwock Island we're on.
It's a virtual world that was inspired by the actual Jabberwock Island.
If I had known you were going to answer it, I wouldn't have even tried to do the hangman's gambit, Monokuma.
Hey!
So, this isn't the real world, but if you want, you can call it the game world.
I mean, that explains everything. Why the weather's perfect, why that chicken turned into a cow, which was on my mind this entire time.
You get it? It's all just one big game.
Are you friggin' serious?
Don't fucking mess with me, you bastard! Did you have us all come here just to tell us bullshit?
If this is a game, are my words being displayed in a text window right now?
Maybe.
That's stupid. There's no way that's even
I
possible.
love how the game just messes with the fourth wall.
I know. The all-in-your-mind trope makes you feel such cruel despair.
It's a very self-aware game, I'll give it that.
But who cares? I've revived all the suspense and mystery with just one line. 'Cause it's a game.
Then we were forced to kill each other.
'Cause it's a game.
A lot of crazy shit happened.
'Cause it's a game!
'Cause it's a game.
We're the only people here.
'Cause it's a game.
He's just gonna keep repeating this.
Monokuma's nonsensical abilities.
'Cause it's a game.
Don't fuck with me! That's not even possible!
I know you guys are pissed, but you were having fun too, right? A world where anything goes only exists in games. So just force yourself to accept it. This closed space, this game world, was the true stage of this killing school trip.
Just stop. There's no way I'm gonna believe that.
I mean, I might have figured that we're the remnants of despair, but there's still so many mysteries existing. Like, what's with Hyoko suddenly becoming a teacher? Who was Monokuma's true identity? What's the deal with Nagito and his conversation with that mystery person in Chapter 0?
Back in the day, people must have reacted the same way when they first saw the airplane take flight.
I have to be careful not to tunnel vision like in the previous game where I couldn't believe that Junko was the mastermind all along.
But like wearing contact lenses, it'll stop feeling strange once you just get used to it.
Please do not compare reality to contact lenses.
I mean, if this really is a virtual world, what does that make us?
Avatars.
You better not say we're fictional characters.
The Future Foundation created this world using a program called the Neo World Program.
And who is Monokuma waiting for?
It's programmed to place the user in a virtual world by synchronizing directly with the user's brain.
And are we really reserve course students? Apparently all of them died except for one, but could that really be us?
Which means your bodies still exist in the real world. But right now, you're completely submerged in the game world, as if you're dreaming or something. Simply put, you're, you know, not aviators, but...
You mean Avatar, right? An existence created in the game as a copy of the user's real body.
Aviators.
But we're not just regular avatars, right?
Your avatars were constructed by removing a specific thing from your bodies in the real world.
What did you remove?
The specific thing that was removed from our bodies. He's definitely talking about that, right? Our school memories.
I see!
What was removed from us was our school memories, right?
Because we know we are the ones who caused the tragedy.
Which means we're avatars that were created from our memories from before we entered the academy?
Before we lost our minds, before we were infected by despair.
So that's why we don't have our memories of our lives at Hope's Peak Academy?
It's so hard to believe some of us were actually bad. But, I mean, mind you, I'm just going by the assumption that we are the remnants of despair, but maybe we're not. Who knows?
Don't talk like that!
It's just all pointing in that direction.
Like we're made from memories of the past. Like we're avatars. Like this is a game world. How'd we end up talking about sci-fi crap? I'll never believe it!
How many times do I have to tell you? It's not sci-fi, it's a game!
He's so happy that it's a game. This world is a virtual reality created by a computer program. We can't proceed if we don't accept it. Is believing him really the only thing we can do? We've got no choice. We need to accept this. 8, 9.
Is there any evidence that this is really a game world?
You are the evidence!
What does that mean?
Your avatar's made of memories from before you entered the school! But your actual bodies in the real world are different. Though you have no memories of your time living your school life, your real bodies actually lived that life!
What game world? What avatar? I'm a human being with a real body!
This is a virtual world. We're avatars that were created for this world. I don't want to believe something like that, but...
Is there any evidence that this is really a game world?
You are the evidence!
List of subjects, maybe?
What does that mean?
Your avatar's made of memories from before you entered the school!
Shit,
but
I need to
your
figure out...
actual bodies in the real world are different.
Which statement
Though
is the
you
one I need to
have no
focus on?
memories of your time living your school life,
We have no memories. That is correct.
your real bodies actually...
I agree that we lived that life, but how can I prove that? Oh my god.
What game world? What avatar?
No, it can't be.
I'm a human being with a real body!
Are we all adults in the real world? Is that what the deal is with Hiyoko? This is a virtual world. We're avatars that were created for this world. I don't want to believe something like that, but...
Is there any evidence that this is really a game world?
You are the evidence!
Ugh. There's so many bullets, it's hard to focus right now. Program created. I don't think it's this. Hope cultivation plan, I don't think that's this. Everyone's names are written under this list of subjects.
What does that mean?
Your avatar's made of memories from before you entered the school! But your actual bodies in the real world are different. Though you have no memories of your time living your school life, your real bodies actually lived that life!
What game world? What avatar? I'm a human being with a real body!
I think we have to agree with Monokuma here. That we've... But I need to find out how I can prove that we've lived this life. Ugh. It's just
Is
so
there any
many...
evidence that this is really a game world?
You are the evidence!
What does that mean?
Tragedy of Hope's Peak? No. The tragedy itself? No.
Your avatar's made...
Killing school life? No. Remnants of despair.
But your actual bodies in the real world are different. Though you have no memories of your time living your school life, your real bodies actually lived that life.
I'm gonna go with the list of subjects and I'm agreeing with Monokuma here.
That must be it!
Phew. Okay. That was a leap of logic.
Earlier, in the teacher's lounge, I found this strange newspaper clipping.
Right. Proof. Because Hyoko's an adult.
There was a picture of Hiyoko, but she looked more like an adult than the Hiyoko we knew.
Like an adult? What does that mean?
Since we're avatars right now, we look exactly as we did before we entered the school. But in the real world, we've already lived out our school lives.
Plus some.
Which means we've grown that much older. And among us, some aged so much we didn't recognize them.
And you were saying that happened to Hiyoko?
Yes.
It appears Hiyoko had a growth spurt during the school year. Looks like the other shorty graduated, Fuyuhiko!
I can't believe that. You're just making shit up.
But if you guys only had memory loss, your bodies still should have grown during that time, right?
Yes.
So you should have felt your bodies go through growth spurts. But why didn't you guys recognize each other?
Because we did not know each other before we lost our memories.
Exactly, we only met at the school. So you took away our memories of when we knew each other and we were possibly friends with each other.
If we all met after we lost our school memories, it's no different than meeting each other for the first time.
Just like the first game.
Since we didn't know each other before that, we wouldn't have noticed how much we've all grown.
No, hold on. If we didn't know each other before, and we wouldn't have known if we aged or not by looking at each other, then wouldn't he have noticed a difference? You. No.
Crap!
Wait, hold on. Am I sure it's this person? I should think about it again. If we didn't know each other before, and we wouldn't have known if we aged or not by looking at each other. Oh, then wouldn't he have noticed a difference? Fuyuhiko, and Peko.
You're the only one! Hey, Fuyuhiko. You knew Peko for a long time, right?
You were the only two who actually knew each other before we met.
Yeah, now that you mention it. Seems weird. No, now that I think about it, it's definitely strange.
Strange? What is?
Our school memories. About how many days' worth were taken away.
As the creators of the Neo World program, only the Future Foundation would know the details, but around 2 or 3 years worth, I assume.
2 or 3 years.
That long? Peko and I have seen each other almost every single day of our lives. If we lost 2 years worth of memories, we would have noticed that we were older than we remembered.
Right? Especially when we're such a young age. The differences as you age will be drastic.
So, does that mean our memory loss is another one of Monokuma's lies?
Your refusal to accept your mutual memory loss is why you can't notice all the important parts. You've lost your memories, end of story. You guys are avatars who had their memories taken from them.
I can't really accept that without much more, like, explanation, you know?
This is a virtual world, and we're virtual avatars.
Yes.
Are you saying we just have to accept that?
Supposedly.
I can feel my heartbeat, and I know what I smell like. So what do you call these things I'm feeling? Are you saying these are all lies?
Just because it's a game doesn't mean everything was a lie. Have you heard that when you're hypnotized to believe you've been burned, a burn mark will really appear?
So if our brains believe something is real, it's no different than if it actually happened?
Yes.
Now that you mention it, I did hear about a phenomenon quite similar to that.
Placebo.
In a distant country, there was a certain experiment carried out on one of their prisoners. The prisoner was blindfolded, strapped to a bed, and had small wounds applied to his toes to drain his blood. That prisoner was left alone in the experiment room, as the sound of dripping blood echoed throughout the room. But in fact, his blood was not being drained. He was just forced to listen to the sound of dripping water, but he believed he was bleeding to death.
Really?
However, in spite of that, the prisoner still died.
As expected of Miss Sonia, your knowledge of state-sanctioned torture is amazing.
I wouldn't call it amazing.
If a lie is a believable lie, you're saying it might become the truth?
Yup. I bet it's happened throughout history.
We're really just connected to machines and stuff. And our consciousness was uploaded into here.
Which means if people died in here, they must have died in the real world too, because their brains would have believed it.
So we genuinely believe that this game world was real.
Then, the Jabberwock Island we've been living on.
Of course, that's also a virtual world.
None of it.
That sea, that beach, the buildings, everything. It's all a virtual world created by the Neo World program.
None of it was real. I had this feeling throughout the entire game.
It's just like this space we're in right now. What we see before us is a virtual environment created by the program. It looks real because our brains think it's real.
That's why, in the end... In the end, this is just a construct. It was all just a creation. That's the truth. Now we're seeing the true nature of this program. The truth is, it was all a lie. That is this world's truth.
If everything's a lie, then what should we believe?
Who cares if it's a lie?
Hey, what are you getting at?
I mean, if this is really a game world, everything that happened here took place inside the game, right?
I don't think it's that simple.
Then that must mean...
You're gonna say that everyone's still alive? All our fallen friends. And Nagito.
That's right. The killings we were forced to commit were part of some silly game. Everyone who was killed should still be alive in the real world.
Oh yeah. Just because they died in the virtual world doesn't mean they died in real life.
I'd like to think that's the case, but...
So... You are saying everyone is still alive?
I just don't think that's true.
Yeah, that's it. Isn't that right, Monokuma?
And that laugh kinda gives it away.
What's so funny?
If a lie is a believable lie, it might become the truth. That's what you said earlier, Fuyuhiko.
Yeah.
Don't tell me. You mean...
The Neo World program isn't just any game. It's next-gen software containing the ultimate reality. And speaking of that reality, if a player's avatar experiences death, their brains inside their actual bodies will stop functioning too!
They're dead as well in the real world.
What?
Then... everyone who died...
Is truly dead.
It's not like their bodies are completely dead, so I can't say it's a true death, but...
They're brain dead. Vegetables.
That's why it's actually crueler instead.
Shit.
All that's left of them are empty husks.
That's horrible, man.
Are you saying they will never awaken again?
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Well, nobody's gonna appreciate a game where you don't die when you're supposed to, right?
I can see where you're coming from.
What game? That's not what we risked our lives for.
If you want to be mad, please be mad at the Future Foundation. They're forcing you to play this game.
That's not true. You hijacked this game with your virus.
Future Foundation?
They put us here to rehabilitate us.
The people from the Future Foundation made us play this sick game? Everything was their doing? Then... Monomi and Chiaki were...
They betrayed the Future Foundation to protect us. And then... they were taken out.
But it's true that the Future Foundation, if we are the remnants of despair, they want us gone.
I see. So our real enemy is the Future Foundation!
The Future Foundation is our real enemy? Is that it? Is that really it? Even the music's getting late, but now... Oh, this is gonna be such a hard trial, isn't it?
The Neo World program was developed by... the Future Foundation, right?
The ones who trapped us in here. It's all the Future Foundation's doing, right?
And the enemy is the Future Foundation! I mean, a group that would make a killing game.
No, they didn't make the killing
There's
game.
no way they're good guys! Then the Future Foundation is... truly an organization of evil!
They created the Neo World program, and there was never supposed to be any violence. Who's our enemy? Is it the Future Foundation?
The Neo World the Future Found. The ones who trapped. It's all the Future
And the enemy's the
I mean, a group that would...
No.
No, that's wrong!
They were trying to help us.
Originally, in the world created by the Neo World program, a concept like violence never existed.
Just love, love.
Then, why is there killing going on?
Because someone uploaded a virus. Physically as well, so they have to be on site.
The virus that invaded this program is forcing us to kill each other.
Could it be that virus is?
Monokuma.
You're right. Until Monokuma appeared, this island was giving off a really peaceful vibe.
We were having fun.
Yeah. It didn't get weird until Usami was remodeled as Monami.
I would pull it weird still, though.
Monami, what sort of role did such a lost girl like her have in this world?
She was here to guide us.
Hey, don't change the subject.
That's also something we need to clear up. Monami, or Usami's role that she had in this world was observer.
I see!
Magical girl as well.
She was the observer of the Neo World program. Isn't that right?
That's right! She was an NPC that was assigned the role of observer.
NPC? What's that?
Non-playable character.
Non-player character. A character that's not controlled by a person. It's different from avatars like us.
So no one was controlling Monami. She was created. Just like Chiaki, I guess. AIs.
Monami's existence was created entirely by the program, just to monitor the 15 of you.
Please wait. Did you just say 15 people?
Yeah, Chiaki doesn't count.
Have you forgotten how to count? We're 16 people in total.
He was probably excluding the other observer.
Huh? Another observer?
The Future Foundation's other observer. That has to be referring to that person.
I see!
Aside from the 15 participants, there were 2 observers in the Neo World program. One of them was Monami, and the other one was...
Could it have been Chiaki?
Yes.
Yeah, you're right.
You're saying Chiaki was an NPC?
Yup.
So you're saying she was just a program? And she didn't actually exist in real life?
Then, she wasn't human?
No. She didn't exist at all. Not human?
No, that's not it. Chiaki was really alive. Even if she was a virtual existence, she was really alive.
Just like Alter Ego was our friend in the last game.
Did you forget? She saved our lives, you know?
Don't get all mushy towards a game character!
Shut up!
Plus, she wasn't just a little game character, she was a lackey for the detestable World Ender!
No, they have to be different. World Ender? So we've got the Future Foundation, we've got World Ender, and we've got the Remnants of Despair. Are Remnants of Despair and World Ender the same? Or are Future Foundation and World Ender the same? Or are they all 3 different entities?
Now that you mention it, you referred to the Future Foundation by that name before.
So did Mikan, didn't she?
That just means it was all a bluff, right? So we think that the Future Foundation was our enemy.
Do not joke about the world ending.
No, there's no doubt that the Future Foundation is also World Ender. At least for those of us here.
What are you talking about now? For everyone who's here?
Hey, what do you mean, those of us here? Why are you lumping us with you?
It's just a bluff.
I don't know about that.
Monokuma, what exactly are you? Why don't you just show us your true self already?
What, you can't talk?
It is cowardly of you to just ignore us.
He's got all the power here.
Before I reveal my true identity to you guys, it appears the main cast has finally arrived.
Who? Huh?
Main cast?
Speaking of which, this guy is a member of World Ender.
What? World Ender?
That voice. He's here!
It's not the Future Foundation's fault. Rather, the fault lies with you guys.
All right, I was waiting for you, Makoto. You finally arrived.
He finally has. Makoto.
My name is Makoto Naegi. Like you, I'm also a former student of Hope's Peak Academy.
The true ultimate lucky student.
And right now, I'm a member of the Future Foundation.
I knew it!
You are from the Future Foundation?
Why did someone like you suddenly show up?
I got it. You came to save us, right? Then hurry up and save us!
Makoto?
Hey, what happened?
He just said you guys are responsible for what's going on. What is this? Isn't he acting a bit strange? This guy's attitude... It's as if... he's being cautious of us?
Of course, I don't mind rescuing you guys. But before that, you all need to fully accept the situation you're in.
What situation are we in, Makoto?